Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's get to my funded account. I've done that before. I've taken a trade on an eval and I thought it was on my funded and it won, and it was the most painful thing ever. Let's remove these drawings. Let's see where we're at. Hope everyone's doing well. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna catch a nice trade today. Who knows? We have got some news. We had some news. We had news at 8:15 and we have news at 10 a.m. So I'm gonna avoid being in a trade at 10 a.m. and if I am, it's gonna be at break even. So let's see what we've got going on right now on the charts. So yesterday we were overall bearish. As I expected, but I didn't manage to get a position. Someone left in my comments after I came off the live and I posted a video in the evening, the shorts you wanted presented themselves as soon as you came off live, which is always the way, but I would not want to trade into lunch session anyway, so I'm not too mad about it. So yeah, we've obviously traded through this huge gap on nearly there on NQ, traded pretty much all the way through on ES, which is nice to know. So I think the sort of next point for us on the daily chart is down into this gap down here, to be honest. I think especially on ES, as long as we've kind of filled this full gap today, I think we're very bearish. But yeah, in terms of the 4-hour profiles then for the day, so Asia session, we kind of consolidated. Same with London session, it looks like London session seems to have kind of just about taken the Asia low and the Asia high. We've just taken out Asia high and London high here. But we are trading inside of this gap on the 4-hour, which is interesting to note. So lots of generated sell side, it looks like. Dropping down to the 1-hour then. Let's see what's going on here. We just created equal highs, nearly. Okay. So yeah, we're inside of this 4-hour gap, which seems to be creating some sort of reversal. I think this unmitigated 1-hour bullish fair value gap could be a potential target for shorts maybe after the open, but I don't know whether I'm going to wait till after news to take an entry. Unless there's something super clean, I probably will wait until after that 10 a.m. mark, as I want to be out of a trade when that hits. Dropping down to the 15 time frame, I'm just trying to mark out any obvious SMTs, but there's not really been any too noticeable SMTs so far that I can see anyways, which is interesting. I'm going to put a poll in the chat and ask people for their bias for the day. Bias for the open more. What should I say? So let's say bullish, bearish, unsure yet. Yeah, I've put that poll in the chat so everyone can tell me how they're feeling. Yeah, I'd say at the moment I'm saying bearish for the open, but whether I'm going to get into shorts before the news drops is a whole other thing. We don't seem to have put in any sort of SMT unless we have. Okay, we have actually put in some 15-minute SMT here with ES, which is interesting. So we'll mark that out. ES is like just about missed that high. Let's mark that on my charts right now. Yeah, so that's kind of confirming our bearish bias here. It looks like we're going to invert this 15-minute gap as well, so that could be a nice entry into shorts, I guess, down to this hourly fair value gap. London low has been swept already. So, yeah. We'll see what happens at the open anyways. Only time will tell. It looks like this candle could potentially open up a 15-minute gap as well and invert this one, which would be nice. Hey Claudia, how are you? I'm really well, thank you. How are you? Claudia, can I ask you a huge question? If you want to find a remote job and you have online experience too, where would you go? Honestly, whatever your main thing is for applying to jobs, obviously there's Indeed, you can look through there. The remote contracting role I currently have was just by chance that I managed to find something like that. My plan was when I left my job, I didn't even plan to do any sort of contracting roles in terms of engineering skills, if you like, because it's data analysis role. I can't really say too much about it because it's a confidential role, but it's data analysis involvement and writing reports, things like that. But I didn't even plan on doing that, to be honest. I planned on relying solely on my income that I'm earning from doing brands' social media accounts, because it does bring me in a decent salary, if you like. But that just kind of came about. And obviously something like that is a little bit more stable than doing social media for brands, because at any point they can decide that they want someone better or they want someone with different skills, things like that. So I would say this is more stable. So yeah, it wasn't even purposeful. I just kind of stumbled upon it, to be honest. So I'm not really sure how you would go about it. I think Indeed is probably a best bet to see what's available really for remote jobs, and you can filter that to remote and see if there's anything there that you like. But remote jobs are super competitive because obviously they are more flexible, but there's more and more becoming available. So New York Open is going to spool higher, by the way. We're bullish, don't be manipulated. New York Open is going to be bullish. Full put long. Tops are too far away from each other, SMTs. That's not how SMT works. So SMT, it doesn't matter how far away they are from each other. There's still a divergence because NQ has taken out this high from yesterday and ES hasn't. So we have a divergence in the asset. Someone in the chat said LinkedIn is good for remote job opportunities, so maybe have a look there. Every time we touch, I get this feeling. I always end up singing. I'm always singing as soon as I'm on here. To be fair, I'm always singing anyway. When I'm here back testing, I'm singing to myself. But you're just going to air me. I didn't air you, I just read out what you said. Hello. If New York Open does spool higher, then that's completely okay. I'm waiting for the Open anyway to find a position. But my overall bias from what I can see right now is bearish, but the Open may change my opinion on that. That's why I'm going to wait till past and see what happens. But to be honest, I think I would be pretty happy to take an entry from this inversion or this fair value gap, which we seem to be creating right now, if my entry model presented. As I do think overall we are going to come down into this hourly bullish fair value gap that we've created here, potentially head higher or invert that and head lower, because we are reacting off this 4 hour bearish fair value gap we have here. So all the time frames are essentially aligning. Even on the daily chart, I think the next play for us seems to be down to this failure swing, these relative equal lows that we've got here, depending on today really, but that's my thoughts so far. Oh, don't listen then lol. I hate people who say that, because the thing is, people will say bullshit about this is going to happen when it opens, and then if I take a trade and I lose, they will then tell me, oh, you should have listened to me. You should have listened to me. That's why you lost, because I didn't listen. Bro, that is not why I lost my trade. If I listened to you, I would have still lost the trade. It doesn't make a difference. Good morning, Claudia. Good morning. It's afternoon for me. 2:30 p.m. right now for me. Just about. I think the only thing that would invalidate my bearish bias right now is if we trade up back up into this gap, into this inversion, but we invalidate this SMT here unless we create a further SMT. I think once that happens, I would then switch bullish, to be honest, but we'll just see what happens at the open, because I do think that this gap, now that we've traded up into it, is going to cause some sort of reaction. And I do think this gap wants to be traded into, so or maybe it will just trade into the hourly gap on the open, and then we're confused. And then we're confused on what to do. I'ma send you my profits and laugh then lol. Forget Riley Boffer shout me. I can tell by your ego that you have no profits. Not one profitable trader that I have met has an ego like that. No, literally never. Like, do you watch Jake Cap on YouTube and he speaks like that? Of course you don't. Good morning, Claudia from Argentina. Good morning. Good morning, Claudia from Argentina. Oh, I already read that. Check out gold. I don't trade gold. I do not trade gold. Let's just do that. You have lots of lovely highs resting above here, which is interesting. I'm not sure whether I would be too comfortable with shorting with those there. Appreciate your comment, however. ICT says the further they are, the weaker they get, which makes sense since you can find SMTs all the time if you actively look for them. That's interesting, but I've seen him use like old fair value gaps loads. I don't know. I take everything, like, I use his concepts, of course, but I don't actively use everything he says, because I think sometimes it gets to a point and it's like it's too much. I don't know, that's just my thoughts anyway. I've never like used that within my model, so I have no reason to start now, I guess, but I'll look into it after for sure. But I always think while you're actually trading, never change what you've already been doing. If you realize something or someone comments on something about your model or like how you're marking out the charts and stuff, don't change it while you're on live markets. Go and back test and see whether this revelation is true or not, if that makes sense. Just because it can mess you around for sure. I'm not gonna engage because it's just funny, but I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage because it's just fucking hilarious. Need you side by side. Oh shit, someone's at my door. I think it's my new chair. Guys, you're gonna have to hold on. I need to go and get that. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right, let's see what's going on here. Everyone's saying it's AI. That's funny as fuck. I like this rejection from the inversion, 15-minute gap. I do really like that, to be fair. That's nice. But we are super close to my target already. So we may not get an entry, unfortunately. But we are generating some nice buy side, so there's potential for some longs from this 1 hour gap. But the ideal would be shorts into the gap, as we've got these relative equal lows right here, which would be a really nice target, I think, but I'm just not sure I'm going to get an entry, to be honest. It seems to be tanking down, which is fine. This is fine. I love it how he said longs. He said longs. Look at it. Look at what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, we have some SMT at this low. I don't know whether that's going to hold. It doesn't look like it is, but I'm going to mark it out nevertheless until it disappears. As this could be a nice rejection back to those relative equal highs that I marked out before. Okay, could be holding. That could be a potential. Just need some sort of internal SMT here. Or a change in... Need like an inversion fair value gap and either internal SMT or change in state of delivery is what I need. Everyone's beefing in the chat. I'm just trying to trade. Everyone be nice. Everyone be nice. Okay, that's a really nice rejection. Just need some sort of internal SMT now. And then I'd want a target up here. So we have a lot of low resistance liquidity generated here. So yeah, it's nice. I like it. I like it. Man's battling his demon. You guys are funny as fuck. Sometimes I get, you know what? You know what's funny? Sometimes I made a video about this, but I decided not to post it because I thought it would influence people to leave me hate comments, which I don't want. But I was basically talking about how sometimes I get left hate comments, and some of them are actually really fucking funny. So it's hard because, like, they're so funny, and if it was aimed at anyone else but me, I would be creasing. But because it's at me, I'm like, bro, it's not funny. Say it to someone else and I'm all there. I'm there laughing with you. Like, I really am. Okay, we have like a 30-second SMT, which is part of Riley's model, so I'm not going to argue with it. And just going to wait for this 1 minute gap to invert and then probably enter some longs here. Let's see how much risk this would be. Okay, that's quite a large stop loss, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, that's okay because we do have a lot of liquidity up here. I literally just target a 1 to 2, I think. Not even sure whether we're gonna get offered an entry here because this is just traveling so far away, which is kind of unfortunate. I think an entry on ES would be more favourable here, I'm not going to lie, because ES seems to be more bullish. Let me just do that. That's also a very huge... Oh no, that's not the stop that I wanted, is it? It would be there, I think. Where's the SMTs with... the 935. Oh my god, I'm confuzzled. You have to put the SMT at the low, but I'm just getting really fucking confused. So it's the 935. I gotta go, then so confused. Yeah, so it would have to be there, which is such a huge stop, isn't it? No, it's actually not. I think that's okay. If I target up here, up at these highs, oops, these highs. So slow, this is why, okay, I would need it to come back for me to get an entry because that is a lot of risk. But it's just too much risk, isn't it? It just is. That really was the entry that I wanted, but I was also too slow, but it was just too much risk, I can't lie. NQ also looks more bullish, so I should have stuck with that, but like this was a lot of risk, like 40 handles of risk is actually ridiculous, to be honest. If I can try and get some sort of entry from it trading into like a 1 minute gap or something, then I will, but it may just run away without me here. Who knows? We're getting closer and closer to 10 o'clock. I don't really want to be in a position at 10 o'clock. So I have to be wary of that as well. That's so annoying. I really did want longs there, but I just didn't have a position that offered me like low risk because this is just too much. Like I can't do a 40 handle stop. That's fucking crazy. It really is. Really crazy. We'll see. We'll see. The 10 a.m. news may offer something as well, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm glad I didn't just panic and enter, because that would have been awful. That would have just not been the vibe at all. Hi Claudia, new here. What's your model 2022 inversion fair value gap? So my model is basically I trade inversion fair value gaps and I look for internal SMT as well, which is like the little thing that I've marked on there. I wanted to take this inversion gap, but the risk was very high. So I want to see whether I can get another entry. I don't like the speed that this is coming back down. Like after this took out this internal high, I would have wanted it to kind of go to these highs up here. So yeah. I'd have to have another, like, some sort of entry to confirm, I think. I mean, that low has been taken, this 936, so we do have some internal SMT there, which has potential, but we're getting very close to news now, so yeah. Getting very close to news now, so I'm not too, like, unless it offers me an entry, like, soon, I'm not gonna take it, because, yeah. Just want to make sure that we've not missed anything significant. If that SMT holds and we get some speed, some momentum through that gap, that could be a nice entry, but again, it's just so much risk. I can't do that much risk. I can't do that much risk. I really can't. We could do the 30-second gap there. How much would that involve? It's still so much. Still too much risk. I need some sort of like internal thing going on to do this. I don't want to force a trade here, but ugh. So annoying because you're meant to put your stop at the low of the SMT, so it's a bit annoying. So annoying. I really want to take this, but I would have to be patient, and the risk is too much. The risk is too much, and we're getting very close to news as well, so I think it's best if I don't, even though I do really like this trade. Patience will pay off eventually. I hope. She hopes. She hopes. What's your aim for today? Honestly, I don't have an aim. I'm just here and I'll try catch a trade if one presents, but if not, I'll just sit and chat and I'll give away a 50k Alpha Futures account. So, you know, we'll have a great time whatever happens. We really will. We'll have a blast. Full port news. I won't be full porting news. I like full porting the big news events, but not today. It's only like, I don't even know what it is. It's ISM Services PMI. I don't even know what that is, but it's not a big one. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Claudia, your famous holy 70 viewers. I know this is the most viewers I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had over 60 viewers. So if you're new here, thanks for being here. I'm really happy to have you. I was looking for longs, but unfortunately an entry has not presented that I liked in terms of risk. Just the risk was too much. We're talking 40 handles risk, which, you know, it's not on my bingo card. So I haven't taken that, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can't catch them all. We're getting quite close to the news release as well, so I don't really want to be involved. I don't really want to be inside of a trade during that news release. Unless I'd been already entered, 10-15 minutes before my stop had been moved to break even. So I think the best play here is to wait until after that news release and then go from there. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to head to my target that I had in mind anyways. So, yeah. What happened to your finger? I had to have surgery on my finger. I had surgery on my finger last week. I had surgery on my finger last week. And yeah, I just had to keep this on it. It was so painful, not gonna lie. I have not listened to this live. Oh, that's what I was meant to do. I was meant to listen to this. No longer on, but that's fine. That's fine. Oopsies. I was meant to listen to Riley's like pre-market live, but I just didn't. I forgot. That's literally why I've got my AirPods in. Take those out now. Oh my gosh, I'm so much louder these days. That's so annoying. It was literally such a clean setup, but I just didn't like the risk on it. And the thing is, if I'd done the risk that I wanted to, taken this inversion fair value gap, stop at this low, like 45 handles risk is crazy, and then I wanted to target these equal highs up here. Like, it's just not even worth the prod, I don't think. So, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's not fine. Literally not fine. Literally not fine at all. We'll wait for news now and then go from there, I think. So while we're waiting for news, I want to do a 50k Alpha Futures standard evaluation giveaway for everyone because I promised that I would do it today. So yeah, let's just get rid of these because these are no longer useful. I mean, I guess this is useful, but yeah. Okay. Let's just see. I think this is an interesting target. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, want to do a 50k standard giveaway. Sorry, got a bit distracted. I'm gonna do that now while we're waiting for news. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you all to, you want to enter to win a 50k standard Alpha Futures evaluation. All you need to do is be subscribed to this YouTube channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I will leave my TikTok and Instagram usernames in the chat. They're both the same. They're both just at claudia.trades. So you need to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and then leave a love heart in the chat, and that's literally all you need to do. And then I will pick the winner on stream today. Where is the love heart emoji? Where are you? Where are you? I'm gonna put it in the chat just so you guys know what to put in. I just can't fucking find it. Oh my god, that's so... Oh, there we go. That's all you need to do to enter. So if you want to win, feel free to do that. If TikTok is banned in your country, don't worry about it. Just follow me on Instagram. That's okay. But please check that Alpha Futures is available in your country, because the amount of times people have won Alpha Futures accounts and then they actually check whether Alpha Futures is available in their country and it's not, and then they ask me to give them something else and I'm like, I don't have anything else to offer you. So please double check that before entering. That would be super helpful for me. Please. Please, please, please do that. Thanks. How many contracts do you use? I don't have a set contract size. I do it depending on my risk. But it tends to be like one mini, or I'll do micros if, like, at the moment I'm trading micros because I'm in so much drawdown on my funded account, so I've really lowered my risk. Have you gotten a payout? No, I haven't. Okay, awesome. Alpha Futures is available. Okay. Done all steps. I can't see a red love heart. I can't see it. Can't see it. Every time we touch, I can't. And every time we kiss, I feel like Does Alpha Futures have Trade of 8? They do, but the giveaway accounts come default with Project X. Like, I can ask for it. I can ask for it for Trade of 8, but it's just extra effort for me, to be honest. Sorry, one sec. I really need to turn my WhatsApp notifications off, but I don't know how. Alan, is there any chance that you could put all of the names of people who have oh my gosh, how do I turn notifications off? Because it's actually really annoying. I have no idea. One sec. I don't know whether I finished my sentence. Alan, could you please put all of the people who have entered the giveaway into a random spinner and pick a winner? That would be great. And just type the winner's name in the chat. Just close the WhatsApp tab. Oh, if I close it, do I not get notifications anymore? Oh, it doesn't let me anyway. Okay, we're 7 minutes away from news. ES is definitely way more bullish right now than NQ, which is interesting. I'm trying to check the hourly chart. I think SMT inside of this hourly bearish fair value gap is interesting, but I think we could be coming up to this high on the 4 hour. Still rejecting from this huge gap on the daily. Technically. Like, we do have SMT, but I would need further confirmation for us to turn around, to be honest. Like, we just seem to be climbing higher. I'm going to wait for news. So, yeah. We're inside the hourly fair value gap on ES, but we're not on NQ, which is interesting. So, yeah. I wouldn't be interested in shorts yet, but if this SMT kind of holds with some rejection, I would be interested in seeking out some shorts, but yeah, not entirely sure yet. I would need to see something get inversed for that to happen, to be honest. We'll see what happens at news and go from there, to be honest. Because if ES inverts this hourly gap, then I'm definitely sticking with bullish. It has 5 more minutes to inverse this. But if not, then we'll reassess. We'll reassess from there. Up $470 with longs. Well done. Congrats. So Alan is picking the winner right now. He's entering your names into a random thing. And he will announce the winner in the chat. There we go. The winner is Layla Buki 12. Congratulations for winning your account. Please join my Discord server. It is pinned to the chat to redeem your account. So just join the server. It's completely free. Open a ticket. And yeah. Check staff chat. Let me look. Awesome. Yeah. So we've got the spun wheel with the name right there. So yeah. Looks like this SMT is not going to hold. So in that case, I think defo bullish. Defo bullish. Going into the 10 o'clock. Congratulations, Layla, on the 50k Alpha Futures eval. You have won. Everyone say well done to Layla in the chat. I missed the giveaway, didn't I? You did, unfortunately. You did, indeed. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I missed those longs because high key, like, the setup did present on ES, but I didn't want to take it on ES. Oh. I'm not going to dwell on it. I can dwell on it later in my journal. High key. High key, let's not lose my head. I think at the moment I have a really, like, being completely honest, in terms of my trading psychology, I think I'm not the most confident with convicting trades just due to my losing streak. There is defo a lack of confidence there. to take trades and get in. And that like hesitation really does, like, it really puts me at a disadvantage. Like, you can't hesitate. If you see your model, you need to be in there. You can't hesitate. So that is something that I need to kind of work on and journal on, but it's just going to come with time and experience and just like getting used to losing, I guess. Which you obviously get more used to it the more time you spend in the markets. See if we invert this gap before the 10 a.m. news comes out. That SMT is no longer held. So that's interesting. Let's take a W today, Kerr. I hope so, I hope so. Who knows, eh? Who knows? 30 seconds until news drops. Look at that, that is just crazy. That is crazy. Cause every time our heart beat fast, I want you to last. Na, 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 na. News is about to drop. Let's see if this does anything at all. Let's see. Okay. Okay, she's volatile. She's volatile. Let's see if we have any EPD rays lying around. We have a 5-minute fair value gap here, which we're trading into on ES right now. I don't have any reason to kind of look for long. I don't have any reason for shorts right now. Like, I would not want to short into this range. If anything, I'd try and catch some sort of continuation out. But I don't know. I don't know. So are we bullish now because we invest in the 4 hour? So my whole idea right now is, because of the momentum through this bearish fair value gap, I am now bullish. I think the next point of interest on the 4 hour chart is up at this swing high. In terms of the hourly chart, we are trading inside of this bearish fair value gap on NQ and on ES, which could potentially cause some sort of like reversal, but I think that's going to be more of a short-term reversal back into a bullish PD array to propel us higher. That's my opinion. Because if we see, we have I guess we do still have Asia low, which is open, but we took out London low, swept that, traded straight up to London high, came back down into an hourly fair value SMT, and we've propelled higher. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. That's my thoughts on the matter anyway. But I'm gonna see whether we can catch some continuation longs here. We've got a little retracement down into this bullish 5-minute fair value gap. So yeah. We do have SMT with this low, but it's not really enough to confirm anything. We don't really have anything to target right now. I prefer like a slightly further retracement, and then we target just this internal high, I guess. The main draw is above us, but what the hell is that? I'm getting calls off random people at the moment. What is that? Like, I literally have no idea who that is. So strange. Anyway. Anywho. Whenever I go on a night out, I always trade Asia session at the afters to impress the others. That's so fucking jokes. That's so impressive. I think they should all be impressed. Just passed the 100k account in one trade. TP for 6154. TP was 166.6. 6154. He's trading NQ or ES. I assume. Wait, I'm so confused. I'm confused. Okay. Trading inside of this 5-minute gap now. Oh, you're trading NQ. Yeah, I feel like we probably wanted to take the same thing, but I just didn't because I didn't want 40 handles of risk, so I didn't end up taking it, which is kind of a shame. You'll see my story one shop off. Nice. And I will be sad. I need to delete some of these like gaps because they're kind of fucking with me. They're fucking with me. I could be anything. I could be more. We do technically have a 15-minute SMT, but I don't really think it's super strong. With this high, the 1245 high. Do. Honestly, this is just a waiting game. This is just a waiting game for me right now. Like, I would love longs, but I'd love some sort of continuation longs, but we have to see if the setup presents itself. I can like feel within my like self that I'm getting impatient and I'm saying that out loud so that I am like speaking that and telling myself that I have noticed that about myself. I feel like I'm getting a bit impatient because I missed my setup and now I'm feeling like ugh. But that's okay. That's okay. I could be anything. I could be anything. Could be more. I wanna fuck up a man hook up. just marking out some areas of interest. Potential areas of interest. Long as I'm your girl, da, 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 da. Loki's so annoying when you miss a setup, when you're in so much drawdown. Loki's so annoying. Like, I'm actually so annoyed, but it's actually fine. Like, I'm proud of myself that I didn't rush into the setup because it would have been rushed. I think, like, if that trade lost, I would have been annoyed at myself if I'd entered it because I would have rushed it. It's just the fact that it wouldn't have lost that is annoying. Patience will get me further than shit like this, though, so it's fine. Government hooker. See a drop now. Unless you want to hold hands, I could be it. Honestly, I think I don't know what I think. I'm like waiting to see what price does at certain points because I'm 50-50 split on where we're gonna go right now. I need to see how we react from this 5 minute because in terms of the day we're pretty overextended right now. Like, I don't know whether longs are super high probability right now. I think we'd have to wait for some sort of retracement for that to happen and for me to be like happy with the setup as well, especially when we do have a 15-minute SMT put in. Yeah. Long as I'm your hookup. Trading's just annoying. Trading's actually so fucking annoying. Help. Help. We're just accumulating right now, so I think if we're gonna long, we need a decent bit of manipulation lower into a 15-minute gap, which we seem to be creating, and then, yeah. People who's trading right now is just gambling. I'm not trading right now. I'm just staring at my screen. Staring at my screen longingly. Oh. Government hooker. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. You kind of have the best schedule for your regular job at trading. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, whoa. When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no, what do you mean? Hey, yeah. When you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go. We're also rejecting from a 15-minute gap, which we're trading inside of right now. We have this internal SMT, but no gaps. Absolutely no gaps. Look at that. That's actually disgusting behavior. I've always said that people in the US can't work a normal 9 to 5 and still trade. Oh, well, it's currently like 3 p.m. here, but I just don't have a full-time job anymore. That's why I can trade. I wasn't able to trade New York AM session when I had a full-time job, but I could trade New York PM session, which if you're in the US, you can trade New York PM session as well. But if you want me to move, then you tell me to go. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? You're jobless too. I am. Well, I'm not. I do contract work, but it's kind of in my own time whenever I want. You quit. Yeah, I did leave my full-time job just because I have other streams of income which are making me enough to get by, and I still live with my parents, so I'm chilling. But I do make money. Like, I'm not just living with my parents and making no money. That is so... Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I feel like that's just stupid. Oh, look at this. What the fuck is this? It's ridiculous. Ah! We all jobless. Let's go. We're all unemployed. We're all unemployed. Freelancing pretty much. Yeah, kind of. So I do like social media work for brands. So I'll like make content and things like that and post on their social media accounts. And then I have like a contractor role. It's kind of freelancing. It's just like project work, but like I'm not employed. They'll just give me a project and then they pay me for the project and then I'll move on type thing. Bro, I've never heard anyone sing as much as you. I know. I think it's like a tick. I think it's a tick. I think when I'm like bored, because obviously I can't just sit here and scroll on TikTok. Like I can't just do that. So I just sing. Oh, I just sing instead. How long have you been trading for? I have been trading since January. So I'm still very new. I'm still very much a beginner. Trying my best. She's trying her best. Basically working for yourself. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. I am my own boss, which is pretty sick. Pretty sick, to be fair. Who the hell called me? Oh, 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 what do you mean? Pure Brit. I love your accent. No glazing, I don't know. I'm just so British. Did Riley get you trading SMTs? No, I already use them. Riley's model is basically already what I was doing, to be honest. It's just a bit more refined. Like, it's literally what I was already doing. I am very much new and also trying my best. We shall prosper. We shall prosper. We're gonna... I'm not gonna swear on here because I feel like it'll lower my viewers. I don't know whether that's how it works. No idea. Literally no idea. But oh, 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 what do you mean? Da 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 da. This is so shit. What even is this price action? This price action deserves the death penalty. Oh. You've done 1.7 mil with options and you haven't even had a 10k month ever since. That's so rough, bro. I wouldn't be having that personally. I would not be having that. I would be telling the universe to just like let me quit. Let me quit. Like, what the fuck even is this? What is this? I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get what you're doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? You big fat idiot. Might be cooked. Chat might be cooked. Just drawing out fair value gaps for the fun of it, to be honest. Oh, okay. Hold it up. Hold it up. Let's draw out this 15-minute gap. That Asia low. Still got Asia low intact. Where's the midnight opening price? There she is. I always like to put her in red. I feel like she deserves red because she's an OG. She's an OG. Not gonna lie, I start at Amazon tomorrow, but we're getting 2 to 3 paychecks for fundings and we're gone again. Oh my god, that's so rough. The thought of like working at like Amazon or doing hospitality. I used to work in hospitality and oh my god. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, I really wouldn't. Like, I actually fucking wouldn't. It was awful. Genuinely awful. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Try to compromise, but I can't win. How much are you in drawdown currently? There you go. Like 2k. 2.2, no, 2.15k, something like that. Unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with right now. That SMT is no longer valid. I worked retail and the amount of people I wanted to roundhouse kick is insane. Yeah, I can imagine. I worked at like a brunch place in quite a posh area, and oh my gosh, on my final day there, because I knew that I was leaving to start my engineering job, I ended up getting like a really bad review because I knew that it was my last day, so I just spoke to everyone like shit. Like if anyone was being rude, like I just spoke to them like shit because I literally just did not care. So yeah, that was like my highlight of my time there. Did you enjoy engineering at all? I did enjoy engineering to some extent. It's just not my passion project, really not. I literally chose engineering because I'm good at maths and because I knew that it's a male dominated field. So in terms of my career, I would be able to do pretty well. Like they'd want to promote me because having a woman high up in their business makes them look good. So that was my like whole idea going into it. It was very strategic, to be honest. But I did enjoy it. I met some really nice people there and stuff. And I did enjoy the actual job. Like it was all very analytical, which I do like. So yeah, it was fine. It's just not my passion. What's your next YouTube video about? My next YouTube video, I have no idea what to make. So if anyone wants to recommend something for me to make, please do, because I literally have got no clue what to make it about. I feel like there's not really a lot for me to say in long form content because I'm not profitable. Like, it shocks me that people even want to listen to me anyway, especially because I'm not profitable. Like, if I was profitable, I'd at least have something useful to say. So I have no idea. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. A few people have said day in the life, but I just feel a bit lame making those because I'm not profitable. Yeah, I'll happily make those when I'm in my RS5 driving round with my Birkin. Like, I'll make you a day in the life every single day. But right now, it just feels lame. I don't know. I don't know. Trading mistakes that keep me unprofitable. Honestly, if I knew those, then I would be profitable by now. Hey, Basil. Is your account funded or eval? It's a funded account, but it's just in a lot of drawdown. Just in a lot of drawdown right now. Oopsies. Guys, can I get away with I'm just a girl, like, my drawdown? Is that valid? That's valid. RS5 crazy white McLarens for me. I'm not like a big fan of a McLaren, and RS5 is the next car that I want. Like I'm just not gonna get another car until I can afford an RS5. To be honest, like I'm not like super into cars, but I've always wanted an RS5 because my dad used to work at Audi, and he brought home an R8 one time. I don't want an R8 because I want 5 doors. So I can drive my friends around. So an RS5 is the closest one. I did have my eyes set on an RS7, but they're too long, and I would end up scratching people's cars while I'm trying to park it because, like, I'm just a girl, can't park. So RS5 seems like the best option for me. I think, like, when I'm a MILF, I think I want a Aston Martin 4x4. We are all in the same boat as you right now. People follow you because you are very relatable. Just continue to post your struggles and what you do to fix them. Okay, fair enough. I do actually like that. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll keep that in mind. I'm glad that people find it relatable though. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Guys, I'm gonna be the best trader to come out as gay and London. You're coming out as London? Oh my god, congrats. No, I'm kidding. That's cool. I've never seen a gay trader, so you've got a niche there. I've driven RS5 and it was underwhelming. RS3 I've driven, it's 10 out of 10. So the thing is, you driving a car and finding it underwhelming is a completely different scenario to me driving a car and finding it underwhelming, because I would find a car underwhelming if I got into it and like the seats weren't the shape that I wanted. As long as the engine goes vroom and I've got Apple CarPlay, I'm pretty satisfied, not gonna lie. Like, they're my only requirements. They are my only requirements. I'm not gonna lie. SMT at highs. Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. And then I read the chat and someone said it for me. Oops. I don't know whether this is going to hold, to be honest. It doesn't look like it. It don't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Na, 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 na. This is just fucked. Like, I was looking for shorts, but honestly, don't want for us to win. Where do I start? But you, oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. Oopsies. Well, are you all day? We can laugh all night. Na, 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 na. Oh, I really want to know. What do you mean? Oh, whoa. When you nod your head, yes. But you wanna say no, what do you mean? I would kind of like to take that, but nah, that's kind of fucked. I feel like that's fucked. That's fucked. I have no confidence in my trading ability whatsoever anymore. Like, genuinely none. Zero. I have zero. You're a walking music. Oh my god, I know I actually am. I actually am. You know what? I am going to short that if it comes back up because I just like it's the model. I've followed the model, so I just need to fucking do it. But it doesn't look like it will anyway. Ooh. Let's do like 5. I think we'll be able to do a couple more maybe. But yeah, I really don't want to risk a lot because I'm so much drawdown. I can sell one more. That's fine. I don't want the drawdown. Okay. My heart's like literally fucking racing because I've taken so many losses. Like, it's fucking racing. Let me tell you. But my model has presented, so I am going to take it. I'm literally forcing myself to take this. Like, this feels fucking horrible. Like, I'm being so serious. I feel ill. I don't usually feel like this when I trade. Like, I'm usually very calm, but after the amount of losses I've taken, like, it's just horrible to take a trade. Like, if this loses, I'm happy with myself because my model is literally presented. But yeah, it just feels gross. Feels gross as fuck. Not gonna lie. Heart is literally racing. This is such like a weird moment for me. I'm usually super calm in trades, but just the losing streak I'm in, it's been rough. Not gonna lie. I'm just watching on NQ so that my head doesn't lose its shit, like with the dollar amount. That's all. But I have taken the position on MNQ, so. I just want to mark that. You guys have probably never seen me this serious. Probably never. But just rough being in a losing streak and trying to trade. Being on live stream actually doesn't make a difference right now. Like, I would still be in this sort of state either way, to be honest. I'd still be in this state anyway. Not gonna lie. I really would. Looks like we might get stopped out, and that's okay. It is okay, I swear. It's definitely okay. I definitely won't crash out or anything. Gosh, I'm gonna journal the shit out of this because my emotions is just crazy. Like, it actually is. Like, wow. I could not handle that going that near my stop right now in this, this condition. Yeah, guys, I am in the trade, by the way. I'm just watching NQ. I've entered on micros because I've really reduced my risk due to me being in drawdown, and I don't want to see the dollar amounts because it's messing with my head. My psychology is hiking fucked at the moment. I just want to watch this swing low on both NQ and ES. You might be good. Yeah, it was a nice rejection from the gap, but I'm not feeling super confident, but I can't tell whether that's just because of my losing streak or whether I'm actually not confident in the trade. This is a thing with being in a losing streak. It's tough because when like I have good psychology and I feel uncomfortable in a trade, it's usually because I like subconsciously know it's not going to hit my TP, right? But I just feel like shit right now because of my losing streak. Like, my psychology's all over the place. So yeah, but I've just forced myself to take this because my model presented itself. I really didn't want to take it, but my model was presented and I owe it to myself to take the trade and fucking man up a bit. Because, oh my god, my heart's actually racing. I thought I was going to be sick. Like, felt gross. Felt so gross. I don't really like how we've inverted the bearish fair value gap, to be honest. That's not filling me with hope. I think we probably will hit my stop loss right now, but that's fine. Is what it is, I guess. So hard trading while you're in a losing streak. Like, I feel like it's actually not spoken about enough. I didn't think it would affect my psychology this bad, but it really, really has. Really, really has. What time are we on? 10:37. I want to ask myself, will I be happy with myself if I lose this trade? And honestly, yeah, I will. I will be happy with myself. So yeah, I will be happy with myself. I've done everything I can. So it's all a mental game, TBH, yeah. It really is. I'm low-key nervous for you. I'm nervous for myself. Nervous for myself. I'm nervous for myself. You got this. Thanks, Jaden. You guys have never seen me this locked in. Usually I'm actually a weirdo on lives, but like, I actually feel ill. I actually feel ill taking this. Have a runner. It's not worth it for me to have a runner, to be honest. Like, trading micros. And like, yeah. You want, we can go over where I took the 1 min earlier. Honestly, I think it might have been the position that I wanted to take, but I didn't take it because I was too late. Like, I was being slow, and then I didn't want to rush into a trade. But I did want to take longs from like down here. Let me look where it was. Yeah, from this SMT here, I wanted to take a long from that inversion gap, but I did not. I haven't heard you sing since you entered. I know, that's how you know that I'm cooked when I'm not singing. That's actually how you know that I am not feeling cooked. Oh my god, this is so scary. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I prefer it to do this than like piss around and draw down. Like, I prefer it to just go to my stop loss. Like, cause it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. I have zero confidence in this trade anymore. Like, zero. There's just like no momentum towards the downside at all. Not looking good, chat. Chat. It's not. Okay. We hit stop loss for like the 10 millionth time in a row. I think it's time for. Please say it's not raining. It's always raining. Actually, not raining, so I can go on a walk, on a mental health walk. Yeah, so that was unfortunately a loss. My model did present, so I'm not really mad at myself for taking that. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I'm gonna hop off right away and like get to journaling because I'm just like not. I don't think I'm in a good mood to be talking to on a live stream. Guys, I'm so cooked. I'm actually so cooked that if you rewatch that, you'll see how unbelievably cooked I am right now. But it's okay. We'll recover eventually, I hope. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's been so many people on here and I really appreciate it. And we obviously did the giveaway, which was so much fun. Yeah, appreciate you all. Hopefully see you next time. Whoever in the chat just said higher time frame, but it's just not helpful, is it? It's just not helpful, but thank you. Thanks for joining. I will see you when I'm next live. I should be live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, so feel free to join. Bye.